Welcome to the Financial Update with First Community Bank, live every fourth Thursday of the month on WLIJ and podcasted on Facebook. Join guests from First Community Bank and our host as they inform, educate, and encourage you on all things finances. First Community Bank is a member FDIC, equal housing lender. Now, here's your host. Good morning. This is Chase Clanton here on behalf of Hopkins Farm Broadcasting with the Financial Update with First Community Bank. And if you're tuning in on Facebook or YouTube, you can see. If not, you don't quite know. But we have a big panel discussion today, Kayla. I have a lot of people in the room today.
Absolutely. We've got a bunch of our small businesses from Bedford County and, well, I guess all of Bedford County. Bell Buckle is represented as well. So we're excited to talk to everybody about how Small Business Saturday has impacted them or hopes to impact them in the future.
That's right. This program all about Small Business Saturday, which is that like a nationwide movement, or is this unique to Bedford?
So it is a nationwide movement, okay. But we've kind of piggybacked on that and kind of made it our own. Of course, it's an American Express, and so back in 2016 we started. I mean, we're all about community, and so what better way to promote that than to give back to our small businesses? And so, sure. And that's the whole thought process of Small Business Saturday. But we wanted to really make it our own and make it home to us. So that's kind of what we've done with this movement, and I'll let them speak to how it's impacted them. Yeah.
Well, absolutely. We're talking about the plethora, to use Scott Johnson's word, plethora, however you pronounce it. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. But anyways, we've got a lot of people here today. Let's start with introducing our guest. Jeb, let's start with you.
So I am Jeb House. I'm one of the owners at Glass Hollow Table and Tavern, the new steakhouse that's opened on the square. Very excited to be here and talk about Small Business Saturday. This will be our first one at Glass Hollow. We've had a couple other small businesses in the past that this movement has done really well with.
I'm Kimberly Miller from the Pomegranate, and we're a boutique gift shop on the downtown area in Shelbyville, or the historic uptown, they say. So anyways, thank you for being here. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, absolutely. Of course, we know Kayla from First Community Bank.
I'm Linda Brown from Heritage Jewelers on the Square. Been there for 40 years, and Small Business Saturday really does help.
Absolutely. I've shopped there. We were just talking before the program started how I grew up with Daddy buying jewelry for Mama. Yes, at least picking it out. Child. Yes, that's exactly right. And Heather?
I'm Heather Williams. I am co-owner of the Bell Buckle Coffee Shop and Book Swap and the Welcome Corner, which is boutique and obviously coffee shop. We like to say we're the best coffee shop in Bell Buckle because we're the only coffee shop in Bell Buckle.
Well, you didn't have to tell me.
But either way, we are really thrilled to be part of this program.
Absolutely. Kayla, I'm really excited. This is great that you've put together.
Thank you.
So let's get started with an overview of the movement that is Small Business Saturday. What is its purpose and initiatives?
So Small Business Saturday by design is to bring back local people to spend dollars in our local community. So we have Black Friday where everybody goes and shops big box, spends their money at Target or Walmart. Nothing wrong with that. But we also want people to think, can I purchase that at Kincaid Service Company? Can I purchase that at the Pomegranate and not buy a candle at Target? I would rather, maybe just that awareness that Small Business Saturday is very important, because to make our economy thrive, our local economy, we have to have those dollars come back. And so it's really awareness, and that's kind of how this started. So I can't remember what your question was because I kind of went off on a tangent, but that's the reason behind Small Business Saturday, to make people aware and to come back and spend dollars at their local shops.
So that's the purpose.
Yep, that's the purpose.
Yeah, no politician talk here. We're actually answering the questions today. But so what I love this. You have a note about success stories. There's statistics as well, but I'd love to hear some success stories from each of you about Small Business Saturday and how that's impacted you. Jeb, do you have any, or Kimberly, would you like to start?
We purchased the pomegranate in 2007, and I guess the first few holidays you're kind of trying to figure out what works best for your business. And so, the first baby stages of everything, you're trying to figure out, is this better? Should I do this? Should I not do this? But I feel like, yes, on Friday, it seems like a lot of people do go out of town and as COVID came, shop online, and it's a big thing now these days. However, in my shop, I feel like, and everybody has a different business. It may be a pharmacy, it may be a restaurant, but if in my shop, people want to feel it and touch it and see it, and so we thrive on things that you can, and the sensual and the touching of it, I think, helps us. So you just have to find what works for you, and if it's the best steak in town or the best diamond earrings or the wonderful taste in coffee, it's what works best for you. So I feel like as we grew our business, Small Business Saturday has become, because more people have gotten involved in it, and the more people that support it, the better the success of the event will be, I think.
Yeah, absolutely. Go ahead, Linda.
Well, what I've seen is people come into my business because First Community does do a program where people can go around to each business and have a card marked, and then they get to enter a drawing. So they're really helping us to promote this more than it would have been anyway. And I've had people come in that have never shopped there before, never been in the business. They just came in to get it marked, and then they look around and they see that maybe my prices are just as competitive as those online or the big box stores.
Sure.
Whereas most people have this inclination to think that if it's on the square, it's expensive. And,
not true.
And it's not true.
Not true.
Okay, you heard it here.
And we have a great selection, too, so people will make that comment.
I was thinking about that as well. Kimberly, going back to what you're saying, as a musician, or buying a car even, it's nice to be able to go and try out the product. You can't really do that on Amazon,
Right.
eBay, Target. They kind of look at you funny, or at best tell you stop. It depends. But in your case, somebody might come in checking off a passport, so to speak, checking off a card. And they go, I didn't know you carried this product. I've been looking for this. It's in Shelbyville.
I think people many times are surprised what we have. I see that, and I see it the night of the wine walk. But Small Business Saturday has really, it's grown so much since it started.
Yeah.
American Express started it to get people to come into small businesses, and they use an American Express card, I think they're entered for a drawing that way and get
They
a
even
percentage
have more
back.
perks, I think.
Yeah.
If you use your American Express card that day on Small Business Saturday.
Oh, there's more
as a
perks
card
involved.
member, you get rewards, I think.
I
And
see.
then we're able to go on the American Express site, and they send you a whole box of items to decorate your store with and to give
Really?
out. This year they're giving stickers that say, I shop small. So,
Okay.
so they really support you, and there's
Swag.
no
You get
charge for
swag.
that.
You get swag.
You get
You
small
plenty of
business
the
swag.
Small
Yeah.
business swag.
Yeah.
Heather, what about you? Do you have any success stories from Small Business Saturday?
Yeah, I mean, obviously we all went through the COVID, drop. It was a nightmare. Small Business Saturday definitely helped us sort of bring people back in, and the obvious is Black Friday when it takes people away, and we see it. Small town. I think it may be different, maybe even in Shelbyville as far as traffic is concerned, as far as seeing things. But when your parking lot is empty on Black Friday, I mean, in Bell Buckle, that's very obvious.
Yeah.
But Saturday it picks back up, and it got us all back out and around, and people coming back into town. And for us, it also helps with just being community aware. Like we're so small. Everybody knows everybody. Everybody helps everybody. So
Yeah.
when this got started for us, it was literally one person being the ambassador and going through and delivering all the items, and then being the pickup place. And so it gets the merchants together. It gets them all together and gets them talking. And what can we do? What can we do to improve this? Can we do we serve hot cider? Do we do that? Whatever it might be, just for fun. But it really
Creative
gets them,
ideas.
Yeah, it got the merchants together too.
Yeah.
And they're bouncing ideas off of each other just for this for the success of it.
Absolutely. Jeb, what about you? Do you have any Small Business Saturday success?
So with this being Glass Hollow's first year, we're very excited for our retail section that we have. We're going to be expanding the hours in that, and that will be a good driving factor. Of course, being a restaurant is a little bit different, but we've got such great retailers that are up on the square, and we want to be the place that's open that when folks are out shopping, they want to they want to rest, they want to go grab a little bite to eat or something like that, that they'll do that with us or Bocelli's or Pope's and the other restaurants that are around the square, just that's bringing those folks in. I know at least from one of our other businesses, it was a little bit outside of town, and especially what First Community does with that pass that they have where you go and mark everybody off, that would actually drive customers out there. Now, my wife would speak on it a little bit more as far as the customer interaction, but at least for me looking at the numbers, you could definitely see the uptick in those.
Yeah, so it has a real impact.
It does. Absolutely.
And the people that are out there shopping seem excited about it.
I would feel excited. Like, I remember going, it was probably Small Business Saturday, and I decided to go Christmas shopping, and I started with a trip to Southern Cup and got my coffee and, hit some places on the square. It's a tradition for me and Dad. We're going out and we're shopping on Small Business Saturday, and I mean, we're getting the work done. But yet, like, it's fun because we get to go in, we get to see Linda Brown at Heritage Jewelers. We get to go into the shops and see people we know, and we're shopping, we're supporting people we know and love that we've known all our lives.
And that's what's special about it. It brings out the community.
Can't do that at Walmart.
No, you can't. And you don't get free gift wrapping at Walmart, and you don't get that good feeling that you're supporting your local community.
Absolutely.
There's a big difference. Yeah.
So what motivated everyone here to join the movement?
First Community Bank had a lot to do with it. I mean,
okay.
We knew we received the information that we could get this little packet from American Express, and Calvin Cannon sort of headed that up that first year and passed it all out to us. But then First Community Bank coming on board and setting up a tent in the middle of the square and really encouraging people to come and be willing to give out something as a big prize, with no investment from us. So it was sort of like a no-brainer. Of course you want to be on their card.
Yeah, all you have to do is sign up, essentially, right? How does that work? Tell me a little bit more about this card and how businesses can get involved.
So really, about the 1st of October into September, we start reaching out to all of our small businesses. And we have a running list that sometimes there's some that fall off and sometimes there's tons that we add. But we try to reach out to every small business in Shelbyville, Bell Buckle, Wartrace, and also this year Lynchburg. So Lucy actually started reaching out to these people, and we try to meet face-to-face, but with as many as we have this year, we kind of had to do some different touch points, and we call them, and, hey, do you want to participate? And if they're unaware of what it is, we explain it, which it means, like, all you have to agree to is say, I'll be on your Small Business Saturday punch card, and I will accept the $200 gift certificate if it is redeemed at my business. And all that means is, if I was a winner and I go to the Glass Hollow and I have dinner, I'm going to spend my $200 there, and Jeb's going to call me and he's going to say, hey, Joe came in and spent his $200 gift card here. I need a check, and we bring you a check. So really, we're hoping, first of all, awareness, but also like that prize money has to be spent back in our small businesses. So every piece of this, there's no gain for anybody but the small businesses. Like that's the whole goal. But for participation, that's all you have to do. You just have to reach out to us and tell us that you want to participate. No strings attached. And a lot of times people are like, well, I don't understand. Like, there's got to be a catch, but there's really not. Like, we just want people to support. I mean, if they're not there, we're not here. You know what I mean? So
that's true.
It's a collaborative effort. Yep.
Absolutely. Okay. Well, I tell you what, we're going to take a short 60-second break here on the Financial Update. Chase Clanton here with a panel discussion with members of First Community Bank and small businesses in Shelbyville and Bedford County. We'll be right back.
This holiday,
you're listening to the Financial Update with First Community Bank. Now, back to the show. All right, Chase Clanton here on behalf of Hopkins Farm Broadcasting on the Financial Update with First Community Bank. We're having a great time, folks. We really are. Talking everything Small Business Saturday here in Shelbyville and Bedford County. And, I mean, shout out to American Express and the nationwide movement as well, because this is just a great thing, because we can't forget about our small businesses, because that's truly an American thing if you think about it. I want to talk about, like, maybe some advice for other business owners. So, like, maybe things that you guys have experienced, maybe that you've learned since participating in Small Business Saturday, and what you would share with other small business owners here in Bedford County.
I would encourage, if you have a small business, on the American Express website, granted, yes, I'm sure First Community Bank as well, is because they're promoting it, but you can go in and make sure that your business is a registered small business provider of this participating program. So, and yes, there's some on there that aren't, and some are, and you've got to figure out how to get your name on there. But you put your zip code in, and you can put your name and what your hours of the week hours, and if you're closed or open or whatever. But I would encourage every business to do that.
Okay. Yeah, absolutely, because the public is not going to know if they can't find it.
Right.
And everything is Googleable now, so you want to make sure you're Googleable.
Yes.
Googleable.
Google.
I like that.
Googleable. Yeah. We'll put that in stone.
Yeah, do that.
One other piece of advice would be, I know we open early on Small Business Saturday, and we stay open later.
Yeah.
Because you do have people that get out really early and come. So normally we open at 10, but we will be opening at 9:30 to accommodate those people that are shopping.
Sure.
I will say on that day we seem to have an influx of people. I know a lot of the squares. Do you open at 10 or 9? 9. Mm-hmm. I know we normally set up our 10 at 8, but we do have people who have even just gone by the Southern Cup, and they're like, hey, I got my coffee and
I'm ready to go now.
Like, even if that was their only stop for the day, that's still an entry to win one of the two $200 gift cards.
Wow.
So we have people start early, and that's really become a tradition. Like, I have a group of girls that are like, okay, where's our shop small shirts? Like, we're designing them, and here we go. We're going to see if we can hit all the shops or whatever. So it has become a tradition, and people do plan their days out. They're going to start in Bell Buckle, and they're going to work their way to Shelbyville, or they're going to go eat lunch at Nash, and, so it is people are planning for this day, and that's really exciting.
I think I will open earlier.
Well, that's
get there and get that jewelry out.
Because, get the cases shined up too.
Yes.
And make sure little kids like me picking out stuff for mom are not pressing their nose up against the glass, getting it greasy. I remember that.
Yes.
You did that back in the day too, right? I remember that.
I give out lots of ring pops.
Wow. We could talk stories all the time. I want to tell you one when we're done with the program. But wow, that is just fantastic. So, does anyone else have any advice that they'd like to share?
Honestly, because it is free to sign up, I think it's a miss if you don't actually get involved. Small Business Saturday is so easy, really, to just be part of. To not take advantage of it, you really should take advantage, and then also really get involved in it. Have fun with it. These folks are coming out, like she said, they're coming out, and they're coming in groups, and they're doing it every year. It's a scavenger hunt. It literally is a scavenger hunt, and who doesn't like a good scavenger hunt? You get to run around, you get to see new things. Like Linda said, you get to come in and see things you've never seen before. You may have never stepped foot in that store before. Yeah. So have fun with it and really promote it hard on your own business page. Social media these days, it is what it is. It's a train we can't stop. So jump on it, advertise it everywhere, cross-advertise it, because they're promoting us, and we appreciate it. But, get it out there. Get it out there with every business.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So I think one of the most important aspects about all of this is that all of us here are consumers ourselves, but the big difference is when you're a small business or you're a local customer coming in and spending that money locally, these are the folks that are supporting your ball teams. They're the ones that are going to be coming to your other businesses and being local, whereas you go to a big box store, yes, there are some local folks that are working there, but then all of those profits get kicked up to another level, and then they get dispersed on a national level, whereas when you come in and you spend money at Heritage or you spend money at Glass Hollow or Pomegranate or out at the coffee shop at Bell Buckle, those dollars are typically staying right in that little community. They go to support a lot of families that are working there. They also are going to be able to provide them so that they can go spend money at elsewhere places. And so I think that is probably one of the most important aspects of this, is to just keep everything in this local little area.
You said it best.
Our sales tax.
Yeah.
Sales tax
Absolutely.
amount is a big deal.
Oh, yeah. The typical host of our Gov Talk program, Scott Johnson, I mean, we hear about sales tax all the time, you know. And he mentions your restaurant, Jeb, quite often. Those people may come from out of town, spend money, pay sales tax, and then leave, and we don't have to educate their kids.
Yep.
That's right.
Right? But we don't mind educating your kids.
Yeah.
Very good. Well, I want to emphasize the listening public out there. Please get involved and support Small Business Saturday, because these are the people that just kind of represent a small sample size of this community, a powerful sample size, but a small one. And without the public going and whether participating in the scavenger hunt type of thing, or just going and just genuinely spending the money looking for mama an earring, or getting something to eat, or buying your girlfriend, you know, a nice new jacket, something like that. It's not going to happen. We could talk about it all day. We could share success stories, but it's going to take the public to get out and get involved and spend some dollars in our local community. So that I want to challenge everybody listening right now. It's got Christmas shopping plans, got people that you've got to buy for. Give your local small businesses a chance. You know, go out to the Mercantile at Glass Hollow Table and Tavern and see if there's something that you can find. Because my experience is if you shop local, you shop small, you might find something more interesting, meaningful, and unique for a loved one versus just Amazon again, where everybody's seeing the same thing, and it's just kind of like a cycle.
One word that comes to my mind as far as you were, yes, a reward. It is heartwarming is a word that I would say, because not only are you supporting someone that you know in the community, but you're giving your heart to them and a little piece that says, hey, I thank you for being here. And we've given our all to sacrifice so many things for our business to be here. And we want it to thrive, and we want everyone to be successful. And we appreciate everybody, whether you're purchasing a dollar item or a $200 gift card to there.
Yeah.
It's an awesome experience. So, and thank you for having us today.
Yes, absolutely. Before we close, thank you, because there's a note on here. If you had to summarize your experience with Small Business Saturday in one word, what would it be? So, Kimberly, yours is heartwarming.
Heartwarming, yes.
Jeb, what about you, man?
Involvement for the community.
Yeah. Kayla?
We're passionate. We're passionate about small businesses, and that's our goal. That's what we thrive to show, and hopefully our small businesses feel that.
Yeah.
I think all of those. I think encouraging local shopping year-round, but this one day really brings that to people's mind.
That encouragement. Yeah. Heather?
I think hometown. You know, we're keeping it local. We're keeping it right here. We're having the opportunity to have personal experiences with people who live here, and vice versa. So I think hometown and community.
Absolutely. I guess if you're asking me, it'd be support. Or no. I want to choose intentionality. You know, think, be intentional, and put in some effort.
Yeah, it takes extra time.
Yeah, absolutely.
You have to make that effort.
It does. Kayla, we're talking about something that's going on at the Capri that we wanted to mention before.
Yeah,
we got off
Small Business Saturday, of course, I don't know that I've even said this, is November the 30th, is Saturday, November the 30th. So we start at 8 a.m. on the square, and I think I've heard some local businesses might be opening even earlier than they intended to. We'll be on the square until 5 o'clock collecting cards. But we've got something really exciting that's happening at the Capri. We plan to have Santa Claus there from 4 to 5:30. He'll be sitting on a little red sofa ready to hear all the children's wishes for Christmas. Picture opportunity. And then at 5:30, we free entry to anyone who comes, free Coke and popcorn. We're playing Moana 2. So Moana 2 comes out on Tuesday, and then you've got the hustle and bustle of Thanksgiving. And so if you plan to go watch Moana 2, hold off a little bit and come watch it with us on Saturday for free.
Wow, for free?
For free, yeah.
For free. Okay, for the people in the back, it's free.
Yeah,
Okay.
for free. Santa will have a little lay on. It's going to be like a Hawaiian little Christmas.
Very
when your
cute.
children leave, you'll get a little lay. And so come out and bring the family. It's like a kickoff to the holidays. So shop all day, go get something to eat at one of the awesome businesses on the square, and then even dinner, early dinner, and then come and watch a movie. So we're really excited and hope that we pack it out. So
Absolutely.
awesome.
Well, again, just want to encourage the listening public to go out and participate in Small Business Saturday and support Shelbyville and Bedford County. Again, Small Business Saturday is Saturday, believe it or not, November the 30th. Not having it on Friday this year. And First Community Bank will be on the square with Santa and that free movie.
Yeah, free
as well
movie.
at the Capri.
Yep.
So go
Yep,
check
at the
that
Capri,
out.
Shelbyville Capri.
For myself, Chase Clanton, Jeb House, Kimberly Miller, Kayla Hilliard, Linda Brown, and Heather
Williams.
So close. And I've known, but other than you, Linda, I've known Heather the longest, probably. That's why Scott Johnson writes everybody's names down. This has been the Financial Update with First Community Bank. Thank you so much for listening. We will see you next time.